All right, everyone, welcome to the RX of Sweden Moto 2 here. The fourth time, fourth Moto on this track. The second time they were racing this track. We did it in the grand finals at the end of last year. Now we're racing it again here in the spring, March, St. Patty's Day special. Why did I not run a green scheme? Damn it! I'll do it on Sunday. Anyways, let's get the lineup invert going here for Moto 2. So we're going to have Koop, Armada, Opix, and Camby. And then in the next row, we're going to have Vulcan, Soul, Roman, and Hunter. And then in that final row, by themselves, Luke and Detail, going to be duking it out. Again, that champ battle going on pretty wild so far. We're going to get the nade thrown here in a second. It's going to be 13 laps again, 2 Joker usages again on the RX of Sweden. Pretty cracked track. I like the battle action that these RXs give us, and they work really well for the Hogs. Frag out, and we're going green. See who gets conked on the start. Big dive to take the Joker. Oh! Camby. That sucks. Joker exits coming in. And I think 3 drivers. Oh my god, Camby. That is, wow. Camby having a very unfortunate start. Hunter with some issues here as well. She's going down. I never thought about that angle, yo. Looking, like, down there from this terrain, that's kind of dope. Anyways. But yeah, unfortunate start for Camby in this race, and now a rough one for Hunter, too, potentially. Yeah, 3 drivers going in for their Joker immediately. Oh, no! Armada. More bad fortune. Big slam. Oh, why did it replay that? All right, elevator music. All right, we're back with the replay action. Damn it. Let's see what happened here. So actually, it was Armada with the lead. And then Armada just got a bad entry. He's a little too loose and goes down. Man, that sucks. That would have been a great start for Armada. Big slam there with Hunter and Vulcan, and they're getting squeezed. Yeah, that really sucks, because that start right there is what Armada needed, and it looked like he was on pace for it, and then he just got a little loose going into that downhill part of the terrain. And again, it's tricky. It doesn't look like you can flip there, but if you're not straight, if your hog is sideways a little bit, if you're Roman, you know, you can you can flip out there real easily. So you got to be careful in that part of the track. It doesn't really look like it. A little unsuspecting, but it's a part of the track where you gotta be on your toes and ready to hit the drift, hit the brakes, making adjustments. Soul and Detail going in for the Jokers there. I think this is the first for both of them. 2 wide battle through the terrain action. I think Armada was on the right side of that one. He's going rogue. Holds on to it. Koop to the inside. We're having a little bit of a battle there for third. Oh, Armada sends him all the way to the rocks. He is not letting Koop take that spot. Opens up the door for Soul. Soul might have a double pass here. Trying to hold stronger on the outside. Not going to happen, but he does get Koop, so that was still a big move. But yeah, Soul almost took great advantage. Oh, wow. That, whatever just happened to Hunter, that is unfortunate. Please don't. Okay. I want to see what happened here. So, Camby, Hunter and Camby, and I mean, looked like the same thing that happened to Armada. But yeah, that's a very tricky part of the track. Like, you have to pay attention there. You have to be, it just, again, it's so unsuspecting. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. But you need to really be paying attention there, because, you know, you can save it. Like, if you hit the brakes, if you hold on to that drift, like, you can save it if you know that you're about to pop up. But if you're not aware of it, then yeah, it can cause issues, and you can go down there, lose plenty of time. More Joker usages coming in. 3 drivers going in. It's it's Armada on that one. Armada, Soul, and Detail. In a battle on the exit. Gets him on the left side. I think that might be Opix. Hard to tell from here. No, that's actually Luke on that one. The darker red. Trying to figure out where Opix is in this race. It's got to be him and Roman. Oh yeah, they're checked. Wow, really close run of the terrain. Nice terrain battle action that we have here between Vulcan, Armada, and Luke. That was very sketchy out of those three. I do not remember that moment, but looking back on it, that was super sketch out of the three of them. It's still sketchy. Oh, this is getting spicy. This is getting spicy. Actually, I do think I remember this now. There's some major cheek clenchage going on at this moment in the race. Armada, I think Koop and Luke having a pretty crazy battle. Soul and Detail going at it as well. Yeah, there's a lot going down at this moment in the race. And Vulcan was involved in that as well. Just, yeah, the terrain, again, it just doesn't look that sketchy, but it's very sketchy. And there's a lot of moments where you're on the edge of your seat going through it. Joker's coming out there. Armada making some contact. Oh, look at that rejoin. Vulcan having to stay over to the right. Oh, no! That's Detail going down. But unfortunately, it wasn't the worst place to go down. He's able to recover pretty well into that one, but unfortunate crash is going to make things... Oh, no! Another cheese! Vulcan, what is going on in the second moto? Absolute chaos fest so far. Potentially a move to the inside. Armada getting forced in the rocks. He's sending Soul out wide. Detail's trying to get involved. Oh, so tight in the rocks. Oh, no! Soul maybe makes contact on the end of Armada right there and goes down. Loses several positions. Man, the bad luck for Soul. I honestly think he's pretty good at this track, but the bad luck for him just continues. It's just not his night so far. Wow, what a wild sequence of events that last couple of laps. But yeah, he's definitely... he could still bring it back, for sure. He could still bring it back, but I think he's got some pace on this track. But yeah, it's just not... it has just not been going his way. This Joker might get spicy. Oh, it's going to be too wide. Just enough room. They go wide. They go to the rocks. Armada sticking it to the inside. What a crazy Joker exit right there from Armada. Big moment in the race for him. Soul getting a little loose in the terrain. Got to hold on to it there. A big send. Armada going wide, is sending it back to Vulcan. Look at that. Now they're too wide. I think Vulcan trying to get by Koop here. Armada sending it to his inside. What a battle going on throughout the mid-pack so far in this moto. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Now let's get an update what's going on with the lead, because oh, well, going in for Jokers. Things have been so crazy that we haven't really... you know, paid too much attention to these guys. It's Opix. Opix running out in the lead. Roman second. Look at this. Joker rejoin. Luke gets in front of him, and that's a big moment because that's Roman's first Joker. I believe Luke is done with Jokers at this point, so that's a massive pass to get by Roman right there and avoid any type of, you know, slowdown from being behind him. There, what is happening? Oh my God, we might have to see that one again. These guys, these three just still, they just keep going at it. Koop, Vulcan and Armada, and look at that send out of Armada. He literally rides on top of Vulcan, sending it over that jump. And now Soul comes in and maybe gets 2 positions off that. That might be the moment that Soul needed for him to recover a little bit in this race. Armada with the big send on Vulcan again. All the momentum through the terrain. Vulcan going to have the exit speed, but can Armada send it back to the inside? Does he go for the ballsy move? He does not. Too wide through the terrain. Vulcan and Soul. Soul going for it. Oh! Koop going for it too, and that one didn't really work out. That was a move. Wow, what a race so far. But yeah, it's been Opix leading down all the laps so far. It's just, there's been so much wild shit happening that we just haven't showed it much. But Opix going in. Luke caught up to the back of him, but Opix goes in for a second Joker. And I think he recognizes at this point that he's probably battling with Roman here. And now Opix comes out a bit behind Roman. They both have 1 Joker down. Or Opix actually, sorry, Opix actually finishes his jokers out there. That's his second joker down. Roman still has one more to go. So Luke in first, Opix in third. They're done with their jokers. Roman right there in second has one taken. I think Detail in fourth might also have one taken at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be the case. He low-key might be done with his as well. I think he might be. So the eyes, yeah, I think he is. So I think the eyes are really on Roman here. And what goes down, but either way, with all the cheese that is going down, and look at this, still going down! What the hell? Vulcan going down, I think Koop again! And look at this flip from Vulcan! He flipped his hog into it being upside down again! And it was Hunter going down, and they're sending it on Koop! What the hell is happening? It's mid-pack, well, I mean, maybe backpack for them now. Battle is just absolutely absurd this race. So much cheese going down, a mistake right there for Detail on that one, and that's unfortunately timed because that is when Roman goes for his last joker. So I think everybody in this top four are done with jokers now. And yeah, Detail pressure on. He's had some unfortunate moments this race. If he wants to catch up and tie Luke in that overall again, or maybe have a chance of beating him, he's going to have to haul ass and make some moves. But hold on, we got to go to a replay because I'm pretty sure I know what happened here. We got to see this again. So Luke looking pretty checked out at this point in the race, but then boom! An unfortunate gopher cheese at the end of that. And does he stay in the lead? He's just going to stay in front of Opix. But that was a scare right there. That could have really cheesed his race there. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Having that much of a gap, get hit with the gopher cheese. And now the pack is back. It could spice things up for us spectating here. See if Opix... That might have been his chance. Maybe Opix needed to get in front right there, but unfortunately, Luke was able to recover just as Opix got there, and it just wasn't really an opportunity for it. And that being said, Detail's been making gains. He's not that far off, but yeah, he's really going to have to make some moves. Because not only does he need to catch up to Opix and Roman, he's going to have to pass them as well. Try to catch up to Luke again. They've tied overall points. 2 out of the 3 races so far. Only race where one of them finished ahead was Luke at Monza by just a slight margin, so been very close. It's looking like it's going to be the champ battle for the season, and, you know, this could be a huge moto. See how this one plays out. Could matter a lot down the line. Detail, I think, I want to say either swept this race or, like, won the overall, did well. I don't remember in the grand final, so he's pretty solid at this track, but a lot of adversity in this moto and only so much time to get around it. That being said, Luke's stretched out that gap for the lead yet again. Looking pretty decent right there, but Opix, Roman, and Detail, they've all caught each other, and this is on! Roman sending it to the inside of the hairpin already. That might be the move for second right there. And this might get interesting because Detail's going to have this high line. He's going to have this momentum. Opix getting forced wide. Roman having that. Detail sends it too wide for Opix and Detail. Maybe just a little bit of a gap right there. See how this plays out. Going into the last turn. Detail going to have the slower entry, but he's got that mid-speed. Sending it to the inside. Super close for the podium spot. And Opix going to have to concede it there. Goes back to fourth, but still in a very good position. This could be a... I mean, he's looking pretty checked from the rest of the field. Even if Opix has to settle for fourth here. I mean, there's still more of this race left. He could still take one of these spots, but I think he's pretty happy with this result at the moment. Compared to other ones on the season, could be really big gains for him in the points if he stays in this top 4 position right now. And the same could be said for Roman as well. Roman, Soul, and Armada looking really close and looking like they're going to have a points battle for that, 3, 4, 5 position. And this could be a big moto for Roman here. So Armada and Soul's best friend is Detail here, in third, trying to get by Roman, take a point away from him. Got quite a few laps left to do it. Mid-pack starts to separate a little bit. Well, these guys are still going at it. Look at that run on the outside for Camby. Vulcan and Camby going at it. Koop still in front of them. Oh, wide run for Vulcan there. It cost him some time. Those guys are going to be duking it out to the very end, I bet. You look 47. Oh, we're actually very close to the end, by the way. This race is hauling gas. We're 3 laps to go already. This one is going by quick. I don't know why, but this one is flying by. So the time pressure is on. 3 laps to go. Closest high battle on track right now gotta be Detail and Roman here. They've stretched that gap on Opix. Luke has stretched that gap on second. This is probably going to be that last high position battle in Detail. Oh! Wow, what a move. Sending it right there. A ballsy one. Let's take a look at that. Going to the downhill, just full commitment to the outside late on the brakes like Daniel Ricciardo. Sending it to the inside. And just enough space left from Roman. He's going to make it happen going into the terrain. Wow, what a move right there. And that's going to be second place. We'll see if Roman can bring it back on that one. Generally, it is a spot. I mean, you can beat people on the brakes there. It is a spot you can make a move, but it is a ballsy one, and he went for it there. And could be huge, because there's going to be 2 laps to go. If Luke gets hit with another gopher or something, Detail having that clean air now, like, that might matter. Who knows, this race might not be over yet. Either way, getting into second place for overall. Luke's going to have the overall right now with that second moto preference right now, but at the end of the day, that overall doesn't really matter. As they run right now, it'll be another tie in points for them for a 3rd week out of 4 this season, which is pretty insane. So that champ battle looking to be, like, who the hell knows how that's going to play out the way that this season is going right now. Roman has something to say about it, sticking around in 3rd. See if he can bring this back. A nice run right there, but he's not going to have the exit speed, and he's definitely not going to be able to make that move that Detail made last lap. Look at how much he lost on the exit right there. As we're coming close to the white flag, I can't believe it. I mean, this race is just flying by, I feel like. I mean, maybe it's just because there's been so much happening, but race absolutely flying by. So yeah, that's top 4. Luke, Detail, Roman, Opix now, and Soul got around and got back into that top 5. That's huge for him. Get that. Oh! What? We need to see that again. We need to see that again. Armada and Hunter duking it out for 6th. Armada with the edge right now. But Armada makes a mistake, sends it in too deep. Hunter goes on the inside, but he goes too wide. Armada sends it back. Oh! He perfectly flips around. What the hell? Gotta watch that one more time. We gotta watch that one more time. So yeah, again, Armada with the advantage. A little too late in the brakes. Not the entry he's looking for. Hunter sends it. And then as you can see, Armada, he hits the rock tactically. Oh! And recovers. And he goes a little rogue afterwards, but I mean, that was just, what the hell? That was insane. The ballerina moves out of Armada at the end of the race. I don't know what that was. White flag is out. And Luke's looking pretty strong for a 4th moto win on the season here. And potentially taking this overall tiebreaker and a 2nd in a row. But this battle is not yet over. Can Roman make something happen? Can he make a miracle happen on this last lap? 3rd place. Gap looking a little too far at this point. We'll see what he can do. Trying as hard as seeing what he can do in the terrain, but it's looking like it's probably a little too far at this point. Bringing it around the chicane one more time. The last lap of this race. Luke's going to bring it across the line in 1st for this one. Detail will take that 2nd place. Roman 3rd. Opix come across the line in 4th. Soul take 5th in this one. After another wild sequence of events. Where are we at? There they are. Hunter. Hold on for 6. Hunter probably with a decent overall on this one. Armada 7th. And it's going to be Camby in 8th, which is honestly pretty good. I remember how Camby's first lap went. 8th is not bad. Koop 9th. Yeah, I would take an 8th after that first lap. That first lap was absurd. First lap was not ideal. And Vulcan bringing it across in 10th for this one. Yeah, there you go. There's your overall top 3 lineup. What a crazy race. Yeah, that was a good type of crazy. That was a good type of crazy compared to what we saw on the Woo Night, or didn't on YouTube. But yeah, that was a good one. This track, I was, ever since that grand finals race, we only had 6 for that one. I was looking forward to getting this track in. With a normal field, we had 10 for this one, which is good enough. And honestly, any more on this track would have been pretty crazy. So I think 10 was a pretty good amount. If we had 15 like Monza on this track, this would have been even cheesier than Monza, and Monza was already pretty cheesy. So I think it would have been pretty absurd. But yeah, so it was a good race, good action, a lot of good battles, and some interesting moments throughout the race. But in the end, overall-wise, it's going to be Luke taking the overall on tiebreaker again. Luke and Detail tie for, not in a row, but the 3rd week tying in points in the overall in this season. But yeah, Luke will get the tiebreaker on this one, take the overall for this one. So he took the overall, and Monzo take this one for Sweden. First overall repeat winner on the season. So that's going to be that. So yeah, we're in our 4th round. We've had 3 different overall winners, which is pretty good. I think that'll probably continue with the Hogs. I think we'll see at least one more. And we'll see, but I think we'll see at least one more new overall winner by the end of the season. But we'll see. I guess the RX. Yeah, we're gonna have a Hog SX. It could be 2. I mean, that's such a wild card. It could be 2. But yeah, I like to see that parity with the Hogs. It's always nice to see. Yeah. So they both scored 32 points. That champ battle not really moving the needle in it at all this week because they literally tied, so that's just going to keep going. Roman taking 3rd overall with 27. Kind of a quiet 3rd overall, but he just had a low-key good night. 4th and 3rd solid finishes. Hunter taking 4th overall. Very good night for Hunter. Taking a podium and a 6th. I think he's going to be very happy with that. Soul, 5th overall, 24. Probably a little disappointed because I think he could have gotten the podium again for overall, but I think he's probably pretty happy with how cheesy his night went. The fact that he was able to hold on for 5th. Opix taking 6th overall, solid one from 22 points. Good gains there. Great second moto. Camby 7th overall, 19. Armada and Vulcan tying 8th, 9th, 18 and 18. Armada getting the breaker on that one. And Commando Pack / Koop coming in 10th with 15. Yeah, so, and the points, because I'm not going to do a recap, I'll go over it a little bit, but the points looking spicy. So again, the needle for the champ battle did not move at all. Top 2 drivers still Luke in Detail, and still Luke with a 3-point advantage. Basically tied. I mean, honestly, 3 points basically tied with the way things go. But yeah, so that halfway, the fact that we have that tight of a battle halfway through the season is really exciting. I think this will live up to what we saw in Firestone Firehog at the end of the year last year, where that was like one of our craziest champ battles. I think that's going to continue here, which is nice to see. But yeah, they're still very close. And then that 3, 4, 5, very exciting. Roman gains 2 spots. He moves into 3rd overall with 106. I don't know if I gave the points totals, by the way. It was Luke with 134, Detail with 131. But yeah, then Roman 106. Armada and Soul tied behind Roman with 104 apiece. So a 2-point gap. Those guys are so close for 3, 4, 5. Roman, Armada, Soul looking like they're going to put on a great show for that third place overall spot this season. And then Opix in 691, just on the cusp of being in that battle. Needs to get a couple podiums in there, and he could make his way in there. Camby 7th with 83, moving up. Hunter, the great night, 76. And then Slaunch, unfortunately, missing the night, 74. Unfortunate Slaunch not being here. Unfortunate that he's going to miss out on some mulligans, but he's still got a chance. I think Slaunch still has a very good shot at, finishing top 5 in the points. And plus, he's got his own track, a Hog SX, coming up, so maybe he could cook something up there. Maybe that could be a big gainer for him. And Road America is a good track for him too. So yeah, he's got some tracks coming up that he likes. Maybe we could see a second half Slaunch come out. Vulcan moving up to 10th, 58. Matt, of course, not being here either. 51. Dropping down to 11th. Nuke 34. Real Deal 31. Pancake 24. Spider 18. Commando 15. Moving ahead of Jared and Blake, who have 5 and 4. That was our run through the whole points. Yeah, it was a cheesy one. Yeah, I love how competitive the points are in the Hogs. I love how we've got battles all throughout, and it looks like these are gonna go. It looks like everybody's gonna have somebody to battle with all the way to the end, which is very exciting. Champ battle still rages on. That third place battle got super spicy. It was a good set of races. Good night overall. The Hogs keep delivering. But next week we're gonna be going to Road America. So we got one more Rallycross on the schedule. We also have one more GP on the schedule. That other GP is Road America, and that's a classic one. Very tricky track. It's another one that's like unsuspecting. It doesn't look like it has a big gap. It does. There's like low-key gains you can make on the corners. Very interesting track. Good battles. I want to say it was Road America Moto 1 in Firestone Firehog last fall. That was like one of the best motos that we've had ever. Not just in the year, but just like ever. It was a wild moto. There was some insane photo finishes, great battles. So yeah, looking forward to returning to that track. I think Road America would be a great race. Hopefully we get a field of like 10 or 12 for that one. It's more open track, should fit better for it. It's got an interesting joker. Should be a fun one. And then again, I won't go too far ahead in the schedule, but Catalunya, the new Rallycross, be the week after that. We'll close out our races that are on schedule for March. So yeah, and again, like I said in the first moto, halfway point of the season. So we hit it tonight. 4 races or 4 rounds down, 4 rounds to go as far as the regular season goes. Sad that it's going by so fast, but it's been really good so far. So hopefully that continues. Hope you guys enjoyed the race, and hopefully see you at Road America next week.